Hey everyone, and welcome back to Robbie's Backstage Bants. Today I have two special guests with me. Would you like to introduce yourself and say who you play?
Go ahead.
I am Vera Chok and I play Lauren.
I'm Jay McGuiness and I play Ben the Builder.
Yeah, Ben the Builder. Bob, I thought it was Bob the Builder. What's that all about?
This is like the better version of Bob the Builder.
Yeah. Can't build, but nice guy.
Premium, premium Bob the Builder. So, for anyone who doesn't know about 222 A Ghost Story, would you like to tell us more about your characters?
Ooh, okay. So Lauren is American and has lived in England for a ton of time. And she's a psychologist and she's the old uni friend of Sam, who's the skeptic husband who doesn't believe in ghosts. And Lauren, we don't know what. She's a mystery and she drinks too much. And she's dating Ben.
Yes. But Ben is Lauren's other half. He
The half steady on.
it's new, but we think they've been together about 6 months.
Yeah.
He did her bathroom, he's a builder, and then never really left. He's a Cockney lad, and despite seeming like quite a conventional guy, he holds strong, firm belief in the paranormal.
Oh, spooky,
Yeah.
spooky. So, what can we expect from 222 A Ghost Story?
Lots of jumps. Um, I think the audience is having a lot of fun jumping and screaming and laughing. It's a lot funnier than people expect because they think it's going to be just scary, but it's super, super funny. Mostly because of this guy.
I think Ben can be the comedic relief, and it's half a lot of the time. It's you're waiting to be scared, and then suddenly it'll be funny, or the other way around. And I think that's really nice, playing with the tension that people have. And then if you really don't know anything about Ghost Story, 222 A Ghost Story, then you've got to picture a dinner party where people drink too much, stay up too late, and they're convinced, or some of them are convinced, there's a ghost haunting the house. They stay up until 222 to see if it's true.
Yes.
That is
And lots of like interesting discussions and arguments and yeah,
that sounds
happen.
really exciting. Can't wait to see it. So, do you have a favorite part of the play? Because I'm guessing it's different everywhere with audience reactions, but do you have a favorite part that just goes boom?
Ooh,
Yes.
go on
Go
then.
on. No, do you have?
No, you said yes.
So I really like towards the end of the play. Hold on, how can I say this without doing
Yeah.
spoilers? Towards the end of the play, once they start revealing whether or not the house is really being haunted or if something else is going on, when there's those reveals, there's moments that like my hair still go up during those sort of ripper moments at the end. So I think the climaxes are my pleasure moments. Quote me on it.
I love the opening when the guests arrive and there's all this like interflowing connections and like conversations and but very quickly you're like, oh, tensions here and there, which couple's gonna fall out, and it all is so relatable, so it feels so familiar. But I particularly love one of your speech where, okay, no spoilers, where Ben is like, this is the stuff I believe in and this is stuff I care about and don't be messing with me. And it's so moving and it's funny and it gives me chills. Woo! Fan club.
Amazing. It does sound fantastic because it did quite a while in London as well, and now you're out on tour, headed all around the country. How's touring life? Is it exhausting?
I mean, it can be physically tiring, but the rhythm that you get into, where we come in on a Tuesday, we all say, "How's your weekend?" and then you're in a new town together. We try and have like fun experiences in most of the towns we're in. I mean, I've done lots of tours, so I'm quite used to it. I will say that I accidentally went to Woking yesterday. I was meant to arrive at this theatre, but I put the wrong one in my maps. And at 5 to call time, I called my company manager. I was like, "Where's stage door?" Found out I was 43 miles away. So
Yeah,
So he's had a sneak peek of Woking.
yeah,
So
it's nice.
you've got a lovely Cafe Nero.
Apparently so.
tour life is fun. We do a ton of shows in a very short space of time, so we don't get too much time to explore, but we always try and like find somewhere to go and visit like little tourists on a school trip. Wherever we go, we go as a company, and that's
Little memory.
really lovely. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the great thing about touring the UK and all the theatres in the UK, a lot of them have actual ghost stories as well. Have you heard any of them that you've found out on your tours and that you found really interesting?
Yeah, there's one. I don't know where we were, but there was a grey lady somewhere, and Fiona Wade, who plays Jenny, is a huge believer of all those sort of things. And according to her, she can sense when there are creepy things nearby, and she was not enjoying her time in that dressing room. But thankfully, I can just put in my headphones and forget all about it. I don't want to believe. I'd rather that nothing's going on until after you pop your clogs, and then we find out.
Oh, I don't mind believing or not believing, but I just don't really want to encounter anything scary. But when we were in Aberdeen, it didn't feel like a scary theater, but that like the first thing when I got to Aberdeen, the cab driver was like, the theater's haunted, and it was Jake the ghost, and he was decapitated backstage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a horrible way to die. And like, if you saw him, would he be like mutilated? But apparently Jake was a friendly, helpful ghost.
Yeah, they're just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
picturing like nearly headless Nick from Harry Potter at this point, and just
Exactly that. Yeah.
that's what I'm picturing. But I mean, you are going on a lot of venues, and you're going. I mean, I know we're chatting about walking, but another one of mine up north, Sunderland. There's lots of ghost stories there. You'll hear all about those.
What, in the theater itself?
Yes.
Oh no, why did you tell me that?
You'll find out soon enough. There's so much going
I
on
didn't
there.
know about the Grey Lady. But apparently, so York is very haunted as
Yes.
as a city.
Yeah, it's
Who
another one.
George was telling us recently about a ghost story where some ghost man was a complete misogynist and
Ah,
threw a baby into a fireplace.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah, that's dark, isn't it?
patriarchy.
Down with it.
Down with it. Blackpool is meant to be haunted as well, and we're going to try and organize like a little walking tour.
That's what's fun about having quite a small cast and crew.
Yeah.
We can all do these little trips together and venture out, get to know each other properly. Musicals, it's too many bloody people.
many, so many people. Down with musicals. No, I'm not going to say that.
Delete that.
It's not like I'm training in musical theatre or anything at all. And no, right. I don't think you'll get haunted at walking. I haven't heard any stories about that yet.
No.
Not yet.
Not to my knowledge, but hey, something might come up.
My God, that sounds ominous.
It wasn't me. Clearly,
George Rainsford and Jay are always jumping out of dark corners and making Fiona and I like scream. Like one time we screamed so loud that people in the auditorium heard us and we were told off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dave's company manager was not too happy.
no. It's quiet backstage, guys. Do you not know the rules? This is
It wasn't during the show, it was before the show, but even above the hustle and bustle of the audience, our piercing screams.
If anything, I think it was creating a nice atmosphere because they were like,
Like-
oh,
Is
it's
that
already
correct?
happening.
brilliant. Have you had any funny on-stage mishaps? I know there's the spooks backstage, but has anything gone wrong?
Yeah, so there's one part in the show where I meant to run out into the garden through some glass doors at the back of the set. And I ran and I got caught up in a lamp, fell. I slipped so hard that my legs went over my head. I flew through the door and then slid into the wings and burnt a hole through my trousers. And the crew was stood around me. And I remember looking up at them and they had to like run in and change the set. I just went, carry on.
It was such a comedy fall, and luckily I was facing upstage to watch it because he just did the whole like chin up, legs up.
Scorpion.
Beautiful.
And then there was fans at the stage door afterwards. And I said, did you see me fall? And they were like, yes, we saw you fall. I said, oh, did it look like it could have been part of the show? And they're like, hell no. It was clearly a mistake.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh dear. Never mind. But the audience reaction, how's that been?
Oh, so nice.
Love it.
Yeah.
As a play, to have something that like almost demands that the audience react as part of the rhythm of the show, it keeps you dialed in because you want to hear the screams louder and the laughs longer, and building all that tension and then breaking it and then having to build it all up again and then breaking it. It's just like, really holds me in my spot on stage, and I hope that we hold them in their seats.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
mean,
good.
I love the jumps and the screaming, all that, but I also love the random comments like, I've got an IKEA kitchen, because like it's set in a kitchen diner.
Yeah.
And we talk about the IKEA kitchen,
Yeah.
and like somebody was like, I've got an IKEA kitchen, or like people are so engrossed and it's like almost like watching TV or something.
Yeah.
They're like, do you want a Malteser? But they're still like watching Wrapped. It's so
I also like it when they do that sort of playground noise. Oh, love that one.
I like that.
yeah.
Brilliant. Well, the
Not
show.
everyone likes drinking as much as you. Oh.
Brilliant. But the show comes to walking in April, I believe the 9th until the 13th. Not this week.
No.
Very soon.
Not this week. But it is very, very soon. So if you want to go and see it in Woking, or if you want to get tickets anywhere else, I'll put a link in the description and you can go and get some tickets, because it looks like it's going to be fantastic. I mean, I haven't seen it yet. I'm ready to get spooked. So I don't know where
I really hope you like it.
I don't know where in the country I'll be at the time, but I'll try and see you at some point. Regardless.
Thank you.
So fingers crossed for that. But one more question before we do go. Why should people come and see the show?
It's a good night out with capital letters. It's funny, it's sexy, it makes you like chat to the person next to you. It's scary. I think it brings people together in like old school sort of like community event with strangers.
Yeah, being sat in a crowd and having everyone have
Like,
panicked reactions and grabbing each other. Something about it is just endlessly entertaining.
and a lot of people talk about it for days after.
Yeah. Oh, did you notice when that happened?
yeah,
That was a clue, wasn't
I
it?
don't know why we're doing that accent.
I'm doing my auntie's accent.
Oh,
Brilliant. But aside from that, I just want to thank you both for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
thank
The
you.
pleasure was all ours. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much. And if you've enjoyed watching this episode, you can look at the other ones, subscribe, comment, like, and go and see 222 A Ghost Story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode.